My name is Saul. I'm a mortgage broker. I'm based in Sydney, but I can serve anyone anywhere in Australia. Today, I'm going to talk about things to be careful when you buy a home with the partner. Okay, partner mean de facto or married or just friends or family like siblings, could be any. Okay, yeah. So when you buy with someone, of course, and the other person is not you, and we could get separated later on. We could come into conflict. You know that 50% of the married people end up in divorce, and even if you're not married, de facto people go separate ways. Also siblings, relatives. So it's safe for you to be careful when you start. It's easier rather than when you separate it and when you want to separate your asset. Okay. Yeah. So when you buy, we all want to help out each other. We friends, family. So we like, doesn't matter. You put 70%, I put 30%. Doesn't matter. We go half half. But when you go into conflict, when you separate it, it's a big deal. Okay. So let's say, you know, two people go in together. One of you got higher income, so you put more borrowing power, or one of you got more cash for deposit. Then make sure you tell your lawyer and broker that you know you want ownership to be that way. So if you put 70% in, you tell your broker and lawyer you want 70% ownership. If you don't tell them clearly, they probably set up 50-50 because they don't know. It's just, like a take it for granted kind of thing. And when you get separated, it's all too hard to do it, to separate it in a fair way, 70-30, and unless you go to court and pay all the lawyers and it's not worth it anymore. Okay. So what you there's two way of ownership, um legal wise. Joint tenant meaning you own 50-50. Okay. Tenant in common meaning you can set the percentage the way you want. So you can do 60-40, 70-30, like 65-35, whatever you want. So if you think you should own more than 50%, you go tenant in common. You tell your lawyer. You don't have to remember tenant in common, but you need to tell lawyer that I want to own 70%. Make that happen. If you come to me, I don't charge you for my service. I also got a lawyer. If you tell me, I organize everything for you. I tell the lawyer for you. Okay? So I know what to say better than you because I'm in the industry. Okay? And for home loan, um, if you want 70-30 or anything, anything not 50-50, not every bank does that kind of loan. Okay, it's called property share loan. So come to us. We don't charge you. We take you to the bank, which will let you do the split you want. Example 70-30 instead of 50-50. Everybody know. Okay, so not every bank does it. So come to us. We take you to the right bank. And for me, I also know the right lawyer. So I look after you to get the right loan and the right ownership. Okay, so yeah, so things to be careful when you start, when if you buy a property with a partner, with someone rather than you, because you know most half of the relationship gets split. It doesn't have to be married, it could be relatives, sibling. So we don't want to fight down the track. We want to make everything clear up front, so nobody have to fight, nobody have to get into fight because of this, and nobody have to pay lawyer because of this, because at the end of the day, if you fight, lawyer are the one who profit rather than you. So yeah, so this is not a financial advice. I'm just love sharing whatever I know. Okay, that's why I'm doing it. Okay, hopefully this video helpful to you. If it does, I ask you to please like and share it. All my details are in the post. And yeah, you know, if you share it and your friend or family come to me, do the loan, I give you, both you and your friend family, gifts. Okay, please come to me. I do the best service, a lot of value add service, everything free to you. Okay, may you have a blessed day, blessed night, and blessed day tomorrow. Okay, have a good night. Thank you. Bye bye.